Today we go all the way to Zimbabwe. Hello my viewers and welcome to my channel. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country in southern Africa known for its dramatic landscape and diverse wildlife, much of it within parks, reserves and safari areas. In this video we go all the way to Zimbabwe to look at one of the Miss Universe pageant that brought a buzz on social media. Now this is a 2023 pageant where Brooke Jackson was crowned as Miss Universe Zimbabwe. Her being crowned as Miss Universe Zimbabwe has brought a lot of tension in the sense that Brooke Jackson is white. For some, they feel this is more reason she doesn't deserve that crown, despite her being born and raised in Harare. Let's take a look at this video clip.
The way non-Zimbabweans have the loudest opinions about our Miss Universe being white, like, your opinion doesn't matter if you're not Zimbabwean. Zimbabwean is not an ethnicity. It's a nationality. The Zimbabwe nation is a group of many different ethnicities. Ethnicity is if you're Ndebele, Shona, white, colored, Indian, but Zimbabweanness isn't an ethnicity. So our ethnicities are black, but our citizens are not only black, they are a variety of colors. And so as long as Brooke was born in Zimbabwe and she understands our culture and represents our culture well, like, we literally don't give a fuck. We've got bigger problems to worry about. Our inflation rate is the second highest in the world. Our elections were rigged 2 weeks ago. We fucking have a terrible economy and dictatorship and whatnot. Like, we don't care, okay? Like, if she won fair and square and she deserved it, then cool, because people forget that, you know, winning a pageant isn't only about whether you're beautiful or not. There are so many different criteria that are considered, like your contribution to society, your intelligence, your personality, and if based on those criteria she won, then like, just leave her the fuck alone. We really don't care. Miss Ireland was black, even if indigenous Irish people are white. And, you know, people are going to say that, you know, black people who are in Europe got there because of slavery and whatnot. But hey, Miss Japan 2015 was half black and it caused controversy. And people were defending her by saying that, well, she was born in Japan. And so it's the same thing here. And, you know, like, just because you are black coming from another country doesn't qualify you to then give opinions as if you represent African black people, especially the people with the loudest opinions are black people in America and the UK. Your opinion is irrelevant, okay? Like, being black, European or American, and being a black African are two completely different things. Our cultures and our worldviews are different. Our power dynamics between black and white people are different. And so the comments that you have are based on what black people in America went through, and our opinions about this are based on our own cultural context in Zimbabwe specifically. And most of us don't care.
After watching the main video, we now have an idea of where this tension is coming from. Some are saying she doesn't deserve it because her ethnicity is non-African, and some are supporting this by saying she deserves the crown because of her performance during the pageant. What are your thoughts, or what is your take on this, knowing that she was born and raised in Zimbabwe? Let's take a look at some of the stitches and find out what people think about this. Continue watching this video because when I'm back, we get to go through some of the comments and I get to share my own thoughts with you guys. See you right after these video clips.
Ooh, y'all heard about this? Y'all heard about this? I barely even keep up with Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss World, but this is reaching headlines. They're talking about how the new Miss Zimbabwe, it looks like Miss Becky. And people are heated, and some people are not. It's a lot of back and forth. You get like Americans saying what, and then you have people from Zimbabwe saying what, but then you have some people from Zimbabwe saying, hey, we won. Did we not? You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Okay. Looks like her name is Brooke, and she has something to say because she heard y'all trifling talk about her. Ooh. She said, I gained this crown for the beauty of the country that I love and serve to represent Zimbabwe. Ooh. I think that's tricky because it's like, I mean, isn't the whole point of these pageants is to have somebody who looks like the natives of the country? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't compare America because America, it should be a Native American there. are native. But America done flipped upside down backwards 3 times and had 5 plastic surgeries. We don't even know. We don't even know. Since we renamed it America, that's a whole nother discussion. I think it's because you try to compare it to like, you know, a black person went in America, then it's like a white person went in Africa. Ooh, this is interesting. All I'm saying is it used to be cool growing up watching Miss Universe, Miss World, and seeing who the native of that place looks like. You know what I'm saying? If we keep having people who just move there a few generations, that's gonna get a bit confusing, right? You know what I'm saying? I get it. People move. She's probably 5 generations in. But like, what do the people of Zimbabwe look like? I want to know. I want to see what the prettiest person in Zimbabwe looks like. I mean, I guess this was the answer, doesn't it? Oh, what y'all think? Should there be a rule like you need to be, you know, at least 50% blood native? Something, right? Don't they got rules like that for the president?
The winner of Miss Universe Zimbabwe, Brooke Johnson, I think, or Jackson. I should have read the name before this. But anyway, I didn't even know there was a contest like this in Zim, so I'm surprised. But anyway, she won fair and square apparently, and most people I've spoken to, I've checked on in Zim, are fine with this win. But many people abroad, in America, the UK, the Caribbean, South America, I've seen them comment on this, and they're very offended, which is kind of strange to me. Like, why are you offended? Because she's white and the country's all black. Why? I don't know. I don't think it's an issue. 2 years ago, was it? Miss Ireland was black. I'm pretty sure there's other areas of the world where the black person won, even though it's a majority Caucasian, whatever country it is. So it's not a problem. If she won fair and square, she respects the culture, she's there, she's representing the flag, I ain't got no problem with that. As a Zimbabwean abroad, I don't know about most people in Zim, but the people, like I said, I've spoken to, I've seen, they're happy with this. But some people are attacking this girl. Someone made a YouTube short where he's saying she looks like a whitewashed Candace Owens or something. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all need to chill, bro. It's not that deep, man. It's not that deep. She won fair and square. Zim, to people's shock, Zimbabweans aren't racist. We don't care, bro. As long as you're representing the country. We've got white sports people, cricket, swimmers. We love them. You get me? If they're respecting the country, they're showing respect to the country, the culture, and so on. It's all good. It's like black people like me in the UK, bro. I respect this country. I love this country. You get me? If I was to represent this country, I would do it respecting the culture and so on. And most people wouldn't give a crap. So why should we have that double standard? Forget that nonsense, bro. If she won fair and square, it's all good. If there's controversy to this and she wasn't meant to win, then of course there's a problem there. But there's no problem, bro. It's like, I think a few weeks ago, I found out one of the mayors in Zim now is white. Again, if he's won fair and square, if he's going to work in that office correctly and execute his role properly, I don't give a flying toss, bro. Even there can be a white president of Zimbabwe once. I don't care. As long as they're doing the role correctly, it doesn't matter. People, humans, we need to move past this stupid tribalism based on skin and so on. Okay? Let's grow up out of this. I mean, it's not going to happen because humans are humans, but you know what I mean? So yeah, congratulations, I keep forgetting her name. Sorry, Brooke Johnson, right? Sorry, whatever her name is. Congratulations. Yeah, hopefully you represent Zim properly in this universe pageant thing. I don't even know what it is. Someone educate me on this because I had no clue. I thought there was a Miss Country, a Miss City, and that's it. I didn't know about Miss Universe.
So my dumb ass then went down this rabbit hole because I love pageants. I really do. Now, if y'all don't know, this is Miss Zimbabwe. She was just crowned Miss Zimbabwe for 2023, and she's going to represent Zimbabwe in Miss Universe that's coming up, I think, in November. Now, most Zimbabwe people love this for her, and on a lot of posts and comments had to be limited. That's neither here nor there. That's not my fight. As I said in my last video, if you like it, I love it. But then somebody pointed out that this is Miss South Africa. Like, what y'all got going on over there? Again, if you like it, I love it for y'all. But this was their top 3. This was their top 3. And this was their top 5. Now, here's the kicker. Now, the one who won Miss South Africa 2023 is not representing them for Miss Universe because I guess she already did it in 2021. It's weird. So the first runner-up is representing Miss South Africa, and she's of Indian descent. Gorgeous girl. Gorgeous girl. But, I mean, hey, like I said, I'm not fighting battles that ain't mine. If y'all like it, I love it. Go ahead.
So the Shade Room decided to post this video, which has been shared so many times on social media. It shows Brooke, the current crowned Zimbabwean Miss Universe, that's going to represent Zimbabwe in the upcoming Miss Universe competition. And might I add, the comment section of this post is filled with by far some of the most ignorant people I have seen. But I digress. This is not the first time I've had this conversation, but let's start again. Not all who are black are Africans, and not all who are Africans are black. Africa is by far the most genetically diverse continent in the world, and it does not only have people of one skin tone, people of one background, people of one ethnicity. It's a melting pot of other cultures and ethnicity. And a lot of you need to get ahead of times and get yourself educated to understand that yes, people of different ethnicity can be a nationality of a country and have resided within that country and have consumed the culture and well be able to represent that country. We see it all the time. Just because someone is of a different skin tone does not mean that they are less deserving of representing their country. Because she was born there. That's where she's from. A lot of you don't understand that race, ethnicity, nationality are three different things. They do not work interchangeably together. And a lot of you, if you think that's how it works, need to go back to school and get yourself educated. Because most of the people within that comment section I've seen, some, not all, are Black Americans. It's literally the 21st century. It's not rocket science to not see a white person living in an African country. It's nothing new.
Okay, so the Natural Hair Group on Facebook is going to get me fucking banned. They posted this. And the original comment says, no hate, before y'all start talking smack, look up Miss Ireland 2021. The first comment, Insta Love. And it says, I'm convinced that some non-black folks have infiltrated this group and are only here to gaslight black people. Facts. There's a historical difference between their presence in Africa and our presence in Europe. We connect with cultures. They dismantle them. That's the fucking difference. But okay. Now, when she says the people of that country have already spoken, she means that the Zimbabwe women in this group are caping hard for this white woman. Like, they are literally 10 tones down supporting Becky Boo as their representation. And if they like it, sweetheart, I love it. You do you. I promise y'all this year I'm not fighting battles that aren't mine. If you like it, I love it. You can have it. I now already had to block this mixed girl with identity issues. Come on now.
All right, so this is interesting. So long story cut short, in Zimbabwe, at the University of Zimbabwe, they hosted the Miss Universe, and the person who won does not really look Zimbabwean, if you know what I mean. And this has caused quite a controversy and many heated arguments, such that this was posted on the Shade Room. Shade Room. Most people are arguing that she does not represent the typical Zimbabwean girl, which is understandable. Well, on my part, I'm not really sure if she's Zimbabwean by birth or by descent. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's fair for a white person to win Miss Universe in Zimbabwe, or yeah, what do you think?
I've watched a ton of videos and gone through a lot of comments, and to be honest, most of the people who are upset about this are not even Zimbabweans. Okay, over time, beauty pageants have been viewed both favorably and unfavorably among various audiences and groups. Why pageantry have grown in popularity around the world. Unfavorable views of pageantry have always been present. Now, coming back to the video, we are seeing this evidently with how people are reacting to this video. So let's take a look at some of the comments from people and maybe try to understand why people are saying she deserves it and why others think she does not. She does not. Now, this is a crucial debate which needs 100% attention and understanding of certain things. Let's have a look at what others had to say. The first comment reads, people from Zimbabwe love her and that's all that matters. You all stop with the head. She did amazing, she looked amazing, and she deserved that crown. You all forgot that once there was a Black Miss America. The world is diverse. Most Americans had winners from all racial groups. I don't have an issue with this. Diversity and ethnicity. We here in Africa are in all shapes, colors, and tribes. But why are non-Zimbabweans getting involved in Zimbabwe's business? She is representing Zimbabwe, not race. So please stop making everything about race. This one says, but for the past 13 years, we have been choosing black women to represent Zimbabwe. I think good for a change. It's non-Zimbabwean people who are angry with it. Brooke is Zimbabwean and we see beyond her skin color. This one says she was crowned and the people of Zimbabwe are happy with it. Sound like everyone else needs to mind their own business. Okay, I don't see what the fuss is. This girl was born in Zimbabwe and raised there. Now these were positive comments on the video. Now let's take a look at some of the negative comments. The first one says, it's weird how people are trying to pretend there's no value attached to skin tone. Sorry, Africa has sold out. Clearly they made a mistake. Zimbabwe is not Ireland or UK. It's in Africa, so it should be a black person, not Caucasian. There has to be a backstory. Whose daughter is she? Who does she work for? Why did they choose her over all the authentically Zimbabwean contestants? Now this one says she doesn't deserve it. Have some dignity. It's like a white woman winning Miss India. The colonial history of Zimbabwe is also very raw and painful for most Zims. I get the outrage. Sometimes it's like palm color women are expected to step aside for women of color to shine. Why can't we both shine? Genetic diversity has nothing to do with why whites are in Africa. Don't be naive. I wonder how many Asian countries have black people representing them. Representation is not rocket science. If African countries don't even care. I understand there is a lot of different skin tone in Africa, but it is people like you that give white people a privilege to take advantage of us Africans. All right, these are some of the comments from people who think, or those who thought, Brooke Jackson does not deserve this crown. We have heard from both sides, and like I said, it is a crucial debate and different people have different reasons for saying what they are saying. It's like a good number of Zimbabweans are okay with her representing their country because we have seen the amount of love they have shown her in the comments. Now, my question is, if this is so, then why should you fight battles that do not concern you? Laugh out loud. Anyway, let me hear what you have to say in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Peace.